So I wanted to finish this video in the last video, but I just ran out of time. I didn't think I had enough time. So anyway, what happens at the end of the movie is that Tim Robbins' character makes the major leagues, and he goes to the major leagues, and Kevin Costner's character gets fired, and he gets all sad, whatever, and he eventually comes back and he to be with this lady, and so he comes back and they must, I don't know, he ends up being a coach, I think, at the very end of the movie, or he's gonna be a coach, but he comes back to be with her basically. And like I said before, she throughout the whole movie she brings up new age religions and things because she says she used to be a part of all of them, but now she's just the religion of baseball or whatever. But anyway, right here she's talking to him, and she says she thinks in a past life she was either Catherine the Great or Saint Francis of Assisi, and he says, "How come nobody was anybody just regular Joe Schmo in the past life? Why is everybody say when they're in the past life they were something amazing?" And they laugh about it or whatever. But anyway, why would she say Saint Francis of Assisi? I've made videos on him before, but let's see here. So the movie is 1988. Our Pope right now, he got his name because of Saint Francis of Assisi. Saint Francis of Assisi was actually born on 1181 or 1182. So you got your 11/8, 88. He died on October 3rd, 1226. So you got 88, 26, and he died at age 44. Oh, I mean, really? He was the first person to ever receive the stigmata. And also, like Christmas time, I guess here, he arranged for the first Christmas nativity scene. I mean, really? Why would she mention him in 1988? I don't understand that, I guess. Like they knew who the Pope was going to be, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of. Why would she mention St. Francis of Assisi there? I mean, check this out even. The feast day for St. Francis of Assisi was October 4th. 88 days until the end of the year. Same day the Ninja Turtles came out. I mean, on VHS. Are you kidding me? This year, I think October 19th of this year was the 88th Catholic World Mission Day. And St. Francis did a speech or whatever about it. It was, I mean, you never really heard that much about it. I mean, 88, his feast day is the 88 days before the end of the year. He was born on 1181, so you're 88. I mean, he dies, 1226, so 26, at age 44. He's also eating Wheaties right here, right? Wheaties. And remember, they're the Durham bowls, and I talked about that, the bowls. Look at the spokespersons here. You got Wheaties. Scroll down here. There's only been 7 spokespersons ever for Wheaties. And in 1988, it was Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, Chicago Bulls. The Bulls God. Number 23. The guy who hit that home run earlier was number 23. Michael Jordan, born 1963. I mean, you can make a whole video on him. I mean, he's 51. I mean, it's craziness. And I explained it on a video or whatever earlier. 51. 88 minus 51 is 37. You mirror that, 88 minus 15 is 73. So the very last line of the movie, this lady says, Walt Whitman once said, "I see great things in baseball. It's our game, the American game. It will repair our losses and be a blessing to us." And then she says, "You could look it up." So it's weird. I was like, all right, I'll look it up. And I typed in whatever Walt Whitman's, I think I just typed in Walt Whitman baseball quote, Yeah, I know I did. Oh, not that one. Anyway, here, sorry. And it came up with, the first thing I noticed was March 28th, 2012. And I thought, man, that's a leap year. That's the 88th day of the year. So it is. It's a leap year, the 88th day of the year. And LA Times wrote an article about this movie. And it said, did she misquote him? And I guess he's best known for his poetry collection Leaves of Grass that came out in 1855. And I talked about 55, 59 throughout this whole movie. But Leaves of Grass was from 1855. Anyway, basically, you read down here and you find out that he actually did say something like that. Here's what he really said. I'm not even going to read it all. There's maybe I'll post the link in the thing, but this is what he really said, and she just kind of paraphrased it, and that's what the whole article's about. So, but anyway, up here too, it says, here's the quote from Walt Whitman in Camden, Volume 2, stated by Whitman in September 1888. So, she paraphrased a quote that Walt Whitman said in 1888. Walt Whitman, also, I think, W, 66, and then 1888, which is huge. Just kind of crazy, I guess. All right, and I'm going to finish it off with a few little things here. During the movie, they play the song "Put Me In, Coach, I'm Ready to Play," and it's through a little melee, and it's just a real popular song. It says right here, and it talks about "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" and some other, like, it's like a, where does it say it, man? It is one of the best known baseball songs, and John Fogerty became the only musician to be celebrated at the Hall of Fame induction ceremony when center field was honored by the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Wow, how hard was that for me to read? Anyway, that song is in the movie, and I just scrolled down here, and it reached its peak position in the U.S. Billboard was 44th. The U.S. Billboard Top Rock Charts, 44, 444, 444, who knows? Anyway, up here it talks about the most famous song ever or whatever with baseball is "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." And "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" was written by Jack Norworth and Albert von Tilzer. So let's click on Jack Norworth here. Oh, he died in 1959. The other guy who co-wrote the song was Albert von Tilzer. Born on March 29th. Wait, not him. Albert von Tilzer. March 29th, 88th day of the year is when he was born. And then it says the most famous recording of "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," most famous recording of the song, was credited to Bill Murray. And Bill Murray was born on 1877, and he died 77. That's pretty weird. And Bill Murray made me think of Bill Murray. And let's click. And I could go so much more in depth in a lot of these things, but it's too time consuming. I just want to point out the main thing. I mean, I got 3 videos because I ramble, but It's crazy. There's 9/11 references. There's, I mean, that movie, The Bulls. That movie's all about the Bull Durham, I guess, 1988. It's crazy. That's all I gotta say. Have a great night. Hopefully, I have a lot of free time the next few nights after work. So I got a pretty good video coming up, I believe, that deals with Sandy Hook. So um, and I know it's previously been posted. I just cannot find any video of it on the internet. So I'm just gonna make my version of it, I guess, and then my take on it. But anyway, have a great night. Gotta go to bed.